my more kwabane family platform is all. When I say me no didn't come out on this wonderful platform. So we no share some way na you ba didn't come out at Ghanaian football no. That be am catch you say I'll be frank with you. We are Kotoko biased because of my support to the team. It's mostly we are Kotoko stories no more. And who are we team bia supporter no ya na da chame mo de no form kakra but Kotoko de na more. Lawyer Sarfo Duku aka asem bi. Na asem na Lawyer Sarfo Duku kan no me personally am me mahye ama medwene nsem no ho din a me nhyɛ da nyante ase. And it makes me believe say these countries I know more football no have their way and they win when they want to. Yes, it makes me think say omo way and they win when they want to. And we've not even played the game on the 19th of October as Kotoko confirmed. But it makes me think say in terms of operations, in terms of getting things to be done in your favor, you can say work for no and so ahead of us. In recent times, when it comes to history, they've been ahead of us because of her performance and how they've been consistent. I think that they've been ahead of us in terms of performance near the day. But in terms of history, you know, in terms of more head to head, no, a pro yet so. But looking at how I deal with Sarfo and as some no every Lawyer Sarfo Duku wobano. I don't know about me mashame because so change some Lawyer Sarfo Duku can dina pressure every Morocco for one walk calf. Pressure every work of one walk calf for. And I know can be in a decision about them because as we speak, today's date, you know, we still have like 10 days or more to go to a year that game. And if you want to come to Ghana to check Baba Yara Sports Stadium, which of course got to go for 3 days, you know. Now besa call now I file am on phone with the stadium will be fit for purpose. A bit me so at the Jumana say dinner and yes something a bro subiasa because it won't take more than 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever to do that. And Kotoko the report to cause some person more Baba Yara na check. And if they wanted to and come here, but it makes me think say work for no growth to calf. And on the pressure at to calf so said there be a calf by any time. And regardless how you see it, Morocco for no or more power or more powerful papa when it comes to African football. I'm telling you for a fact. In terms of shenanigans, in terms of getting things in their favor, or more powerful papa, what they heard in recent times. Game Biana Air ball calf so no the combo Morocco. ABI is a country be the hosting tournament to be country is okay, mean to be hosting. The soon and the quick to go to Morocco, na Morocco for not no host. And to me a powerful a back calf and say someone decision making now. I mean, very powerful. It makes me think, say, sadness and no, I know the reason why we need to be very careful in that game. That game is a difficult game, regardless where you sit, regardless how you see it. It's a difficult game. But I say, make us say, only will be a corner sign far bashing in some brand who did the chain will pay. No one saw some say, and no be near train, you give me a year work the ball. Yanko Tia Samoa, Lawyer Sarfo Duku Kai, one had a communication director. Edema Kumasas and Kotoko. Then some na all canon. So what change somebody dia Kotoko made it clear to CAF said they want to use Baba Yara Sports Stadium. They send pictures, they send videos to CAF, registering their intentions. Some Bobo no Baba Yara Sports Stadium. But CAF as Omayi Baba Yara from Molestin wanted to come and check and see for themselves because videos and pictures they acquire, you know, probably they were convinced and they wanted to come and see things for themselves. But they write to Kotoko according to Lawyer Sarfo Duku say time and not bang for them to come back, check, go back, communicate to the team, the venue and area bono and it makes me think say work for no winning in advance when it comes to operations. Yes, so the NTO do nimra. The TO do no bar, you be dim common to us.
boss say on the football emrani edi aduma bibia so ya say we say no kwanso oni say football time ade e ho hia pa African na bibia edi na say fie bebo em say nyina no ya to ne ma no yi baba rantem e bra ne ba ho so say yem fa ni bre enye ni ma na ji say ne ma je kaka o je ka reason awo e kanu aje de go so an say o me person ko ma be inspection o ma ka fa be inspection no because a part of omoduma no emre sikwa ne mo mo time no on ba be inspection akọ ade report abana emwa e ma hyehyɛ no repair titi opponents almost eso mo etu kwai ba eso mo travel arrangement ene accommodation on e ma no o ji say o me ba akọ ade report abana emwa na say emwa no say yo alternative dia ene ono ka fo no ji say ye mo no Accra for this particular match cap no dey after see the qualify we no sadia na baba ya bibia ye ready na nke de ko ye na e bia nka e ma say na ye e ba say the request e be ko say e be say bon baba ya no say ye di bibi e ka ho report bi ni pictures bi ka ho na e bia na atoka afa koma so na anko hia say on me ba because undi me va request na nko anko e so provide evidence e no na minister e to ni ye ka ho a with the hope to say e bia na ka fa satisfied unfortunately cap did say in this particular instance na o me person ko be ba be share but time no aka no e sha
nti we ya lo Sarfo Duku edi nkomo na o kire mu se kafo nsem no mo turo baaye no o mo kire mu a se o mo beba Ghana abehwe baba Yara no na o masa akọ back na if o ma turo back to Kumasi no Kotoko se o ma gye atumu no e ya de e be take time na o hwa wakfo no enso e mo obo pressure e no mo di nkomo ka turo mo say they want to also do their stuff, they want to do their things. The place where the football will take place, they want to do knowing that someone born with Kumasi, someone born with Accra. So say CAF consider say okay, say yebesa banya behwenia konia sama mo communicate na ebeche, it will delay work for in normal operations in terms of where they want to sleep, where they want to be, we prepare, where they want to train aside the mandatory training that they need to train with the main venue now. The one was not a idea, and that is the reason why in TNA, ABM, and so ultimately decided and so ultimately that. So for me, I think that already can win that operations, no, or win before even the 19th, and almost winning what Brad Ghana and now Kotoko game no Ghana. They've won, and makes me think that and nothing else you're very careful, Ruma, because the African football is in the city, you know. Regardless where you sit and how you want to see it, I cannot more rem. I'm telling you for a fact. So a sad situation, say yes, say Kotoko game against WAC na ye mono baba Yara sports yeah, the my team no medical camp. I've made a video and I still stand by it. I've seen people calling me, testing me, AD Sanko, but I keep on saying it. If you support Kotoko, you say, oh yes, Kotoko fana. You don't tell me say you want a CAF game before you go to the stadium. You don't tell me that. If you don't win your local league or your local club competition, you can't go to Africa. And if you can't support your team to win the local games, how do you expect them to play in a CAF competition? So I don't subscribe to the fact that among for say a CAF game on Dabi. I don't subscribe to that. If we can't support the team after giving us sweet victories against Chelsea, against Kwara home and away, in a game against Out of Lions, and fans at Mara Stadium to support the boys, they and Timia might support you. We don't have any business complaining about the fact that Yentima will know Baba Yara and traveling from Kumasi to Accra is going to be a difficult task. Yeah, one will feel Gramoma, but we need to be very serious. We need to be very careful because from the look of things and from where I sit, said American work for no winning in terms of operations, in terms of wanting things to be in their favor. They've won. Because looking at where I sit and Sarfo Duku, it makes me think that and we need to be very careful moving forward. And yes, say your operations no when it comes to air quality to some extent no almost time we need operations no from some point you can testify to the fact that the game is a difficult one. The game is a difficult one, and we need to be ready. We need to carry our own referees and our own officials into the game. And I'm sure when the time is near, Coach Karim Zito and the Pamphone will work on that. And it will be something that a bit me akoye di amayen. The game at Accra Sports Stadium and something that me there. Because say oh ball match and I say oh Kotoko. Nani pa otan no Kotoko. Oh koswa peno na osan kobo woni fear you can expect the unthinkable. Omumu no ankasa no pese Kotoko free mu dada. So when it comes to you playing at baby almost so bad, you ankasa you can get it and you can understand where I'm coming from. So enye ade aye me de but me pity supporters from make say kwan wa no me pity one because I have ma. So what I say. But the same way no can it makes people think that say what time you be. Car for na ankasa no more issues. Car for no more issue and no issue a car for no one year say. Oma appointed care to Kraku say one in a year say me the position, you know, I can't collect and I offer me to me can because I don't want to make mistakes. But I think say Oma appointing is in charge of say club licensing BBB and inter-club competition as a then work half. Club license, you know, said yeah, you know Ghana had on your TRCR. That is to tell you say the stadiums and the places that you both football no where to make sure say some places no they are up to standard. A person that you fear only a standard FIFA and CAF stadium, we don't need to approve it on condition. How can you appoint such a person to be in charge of a year or your CAF say 1 year club licensing, club inter-club competition, whatever. Is it about competence or is it about the fact that you be anyone or you want to appoint somebody? And I make an okay because hey, because the course and I'm for the bar from and I can't so course we want to bring him down. But we are asking relevant questions. How can we appoint somebody to be in charge of something that a year about standards? Now on one person room on to me and meet that standards. How can we appoint somebody to hold a position that it talks about standards? No one can only such standards. Accra na ya dia tum se timbo card games wo ho no eye unconditional baba Yara yentime nyintum and currently as you speak Ghana hani na no you were one venue pen yentime gitum say ebetima hodi FIFA or CAF competition. So how can you appoint such a person to hold that position? But because hey Ghana ni pull him down syndrome. But I'm asking questions. Yes, I'm asking questions. How can you appoint someone to be in charge of a year overseeing that the hospital facilities in a vicinity a year up to standard? When on one kasababia or no head no only standard a year place for patients to sleep, for people to sleep and to receive a year standard a year head care. I'm asking that question. Would there be a point where yes it will be a health person and as will be in charge of a year pumudin and as will be now no one can say baby or tissue so or no one only standards no to meet that requirement. A month won't to be go on Yara and Sapapa, but you say baby to say region Baku or no matter so now on upholding that standard. Me also cry because as some year more I'm doing one here. The position he's holding is a standard position, a position that we see to it that people are coming to the standard that CAF person mobile. But on one kasani krum on one kasaba be ofino on timi fast standard me match to the table. By your appointing or so never how is that possible? The CAF for one kasani problem wo yes, problem wo CAF for no. Remember this sports minister ho yawo because who tins and send be a so nin send be o mo kan and na say scoreboard no ya betu kumase de na de kwa Accra bench ya betu kumase de na so timi de go. How do we do that to ourselves? How do we do that? It's something that I just can't understand. Metiase enye because how? I mean how do we even do that to ourselves? Why? You see in the media sports minister Bakumase abaninam ha yantinya yehia mama Kotoko. The Antinia she and Fama Kotoko. We sports business besa ko se Kotoko ko gi no besa ko o akra no akoka no betimi abo mini bo ne bo the Antinia nyama. Sometimes they kind of crunch down for me and say down for abroad. The minister, the director general, whoever, they've disappointed Kumasa and Kotoko. That is the gospel truth. Obi ye wade na ehwe ma depending who say why wade am na ahwe. I don't expect the Kotoko IMC to be laughing with their DFA for no any sports ministry for no go kai be ka kira say na who use your facilities or whatever. I don't need to be friends with you when me be power there. Me be power there business near ye. You are scratching my back, I'm scratching your back. Park in the down, Kotoko and go use you best say kwa. Tinesi pon then say you know. Nti Kotoko nya NSA or the government, and the government also nya Kotoko. Nti nobody should tell us say na Kotoko that be the any council money e finisre. Any council money sports minister ne sre. Obia wa ban mu a or promise say ombetimi ama no mana baso antimi ama so no eni kwase Kotoko no mo sresere Kotoko mo mu zampa de no mo ye omo no ahye wo mo obi wade na ehye wo ma ne wuza ahye wo. I don't want to be able to be talking about Kotoko no no ankasa ne standard onya ne stadium 20,000 bi ni ade. Do you think that thing is easy? Kotoko will want to do that and people will come say Kotoko nya ne stadium baba Yara be say and so na Kotoko ejai nti ya ba se Kotoko baba yitu baba Yara na it shouldn't be so obi ye Kotoko favor. Yen kind of crunch down for Kotoko bobo ni wia muti tisika the film mentete se Kotoko nya gross omunya 2 billion e wo gi wo me kwarabo yin say na Kotoko be de bekofi say na Kotoko de bekofi Kotoko de say na bekofi enti na nya de asa wo ye Kotoko favor nti medie o ma disappoint ye. I expect the IMC betting to sukoko de akere wo mo mu zampa ade no me na hye wo mo bi ye wade na ye o ya mani mu zade na o ye wo no e ye o ya mani hu ayo ya mani hu se yo ya onne ne nsrese na ye ne say do ye wo no e normal bi as a hwinsi ye bibiasi because that game we ni ke baso baba Yara ka fans ne be ba which of course mean trust wo mun kosi because no ma bi asisi ya but e bi anka card game den come ba. So let's talk to them me anka bi ntire wo mo. I think that would be the best thing. Kotoko IMC should be bold enough to tell the sports ministry, the director general for a year, the National Sports Authority said no man on me and I sure that is it. Young kind of crunch down for me and trade down for grow because sometimes to be our dear now sre now so when is sre oh wait dear I don't want to talk so no why two more moves are near me and I see because game we no in case game even against quarter in your 2 billion or transport and no say baba Yara keep me say they very careful. Gabriel no calf one or more ankasa no mo untimi come as mo kosi but omo ye nkrofo a omo asem no enye straight said America no get to kra appointment no kra kire sampa no man enye straight. I'm telling you for a fact. Yes, I'm telling you. I'm not happy. Only subscribe to the channel, but notification be on so that be update never each and every single time on Sabeka. Ever since share be more platform so macro.